Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of What's It Gonna Be? Gonna be StarCraft War Remaster. Today on Fighting Spirit, it's gonna be Quickly and herO in an incredible PvZ. Top right, we have Quickly. Bottom left, we have herO. herO, the Elder Statesman. Top right, Quickly, the up-and-coming Protoss player. He has a lot of good wins over some really good players. So let's see how he does here against herO in a PvZ cross-spawn on Fighting Spirit, shall we? It's in the DEF CON 1 folder from RJB, which just means it is amazing in some way. Could just be an excellent back and forth. Could be a base race. Could involve Dark Archons heavily. Could involve something weird from the Zerg player like Guardians against Protoss, which would be a lot of fun as well. Just in some way, it is very different from a standard PvZ. So let's see why that is. Probe moving out. Not going to scout cross spawn. That is certainly the case. Not going to scout at all, apparently, this early. So going back home after throwing down a pylon at his wall and his choke at the natural base. Up the left side, Terry the Overlord. Yes, Terry, we're back on Fighting Spirit. It's your favorite map. I'm kind of interested to see that you're not choosing a path where you can huff Vespene gas. Are you trying to cut back? I think that would be healthy for you, but just making sure. Right, look at this. You're a little bit too far away. Maybe some Vespene gas kind of drifts over here. Maybe you're just cutting back in that way. We've got ourselves an overpool opening here from herO. Scouting is the probe to the short rush distance down on the bottom right. Just making sure it's not a pool first at a short rush distance. And there is not a Zerg player there. So, worries allayed. Okay, so no sign of the Zerg, no creep. We're going to expand after the overpool opening. And everything's looking good. So, probe sees drone coming from that direction. It could be where the Zerg player is, but you're not going to take that for granted. Also, you don't know what he's doing, so you're not just going to take the information of, hey, that's where we came from. You're going to come down and see the late hatch, and you're going to see the pool's done, and you're going to see the 2 sets of lings come out of the eggs and say, not 6 lings, but 4, and take that information back home. Well, actually, you don't have to take it home. It's just going to go home. And he wants to know what the other egg is, and it's lings. Okay, cool. So there it is. There it be. So, Gateway says, Overpool, Zealot. This could get interesting. If the lings move out and the Zealot kind of bypasses them down the left side, he could get in here and get some work done and then just, you know, casually defend back home with his own Zealots. That could be interesting. Look at him go. He's checking to see if there's a really fast third down this way, but oh, it's at the 6 o'clock. He guessed wrong. There are 2 places that herO could have gone with a fast third base. This is one, and he just went to the wrong one, which, I mean, you got to do that. You got to take guesses sometimes, and sometimes you lose. So, yeah, the lings show up. The Zealot's like, I can handle 3 Zerglings. What are we doing here? Why are we not handling 3 Zerglings? Okay, 2 Zealots can really handle 3 Zerglings, actually. Zealot shows up, and it's like, oh, we have 2 lings? That's not enough. Gonna just kind of hang out here, Zealot guy. These guys had to go home because 2 Zealots chased them away, as usual. And just kind of parks himself in a really annoying place for the lings to handle. If you can't get a surround on the Zealot. Oh, this is actually not as good a position. Not really too much of a threat back there. But yeah, pokes. That's the place where 1 ling can hit him on both sides, and that is a horrible spot. He's trying to. This is such. Zealot micro. Zealots can be so gosh darn slippery. Quabam. Done. Dunzo babunzo. Probe. Third base. He knows what the third base is by process of elimination. Maybe that was scouted by the probe as well, but either way, Zealot here says, okay, now, can we block the top of this ramp so lings can't get up here, so drones can't get up there and saturate it? How annoying can we be? It is going to be a Hydra opening from herO here. It's not going to be a Spire at all. And guess what? Cybernetics core just now on the way. Interesting. Could this be a game where it quickly just kind of skips Stargate entirely? Right? It's not a Spire play. Not that it's something... Wow, Zealot in the natural base too. Quabam. Quabam. And... couldn't get the drone kill there. herO could go for a Spire here if there's not. I mean, you just have to scout it, right? No Stargate means Spire's going to be really good, but you still have to go for it. Cannon, second tech, choice, moment of decision here is something. God, these zealots being crazy annoying back here. 0 kills. Now there's Hydras, and now you can't sit back there because you'll die. So you might as well either try to escape or try to kill what you can. He's not getting anything killed at all. Production tab says a +1 attack. And a Citadel. Okay, so he's skipping Stargate. Let's go. No Corsairs is kind of amazing. Okay, 1 drone finally died. I think that's the first drone to die in this game. All of the Zealot pressure has led to 0 economic damage. I mean, yes, there has been... I had to make Lings instead of Hydras. Or Lings instead of Hydras. Drones instead. Wait, Lings instead of drones. Oof. And Hydras instead of the drones as well. So I'd say good defense here from herO, but what else do we expect from this guy? Right? ASL champion, been around for such a long time. And it is going to be a Stargate, but after the Citadel. So never mind. I was all excited for there not to be any Corsairs, but we're going to get at least 1 Corsair here. But with the Hydra bust coming, I don't know what the Stargate's going to do, really. I mean, you can chase away the Overlord so that a DT can show up and actually get rid of these Hydras. We've seen that happen quite a bit. But you got to get the Templar Archives, man, and that's not happening. So I don't know about this from quickly. I'm a little bit worried about our guy. So yeah, Hydras show up. Zealots don't have Zealot legs yet. We cancel an upgrade on the Forge is the question. Trying to get into a spot where he doesn't take shots from the cannon is surprisingly difficult. He's got the range upgrade. He's got the speed upgrade here too. Back home, just continuing to macro hatch. He's working on another macro hatch. Yeah, that's definitely what that is. But if you don't do this before Zealot Legs finishes, then suddenly you just can't do it at all. So, I mean, I don't like this from herO. He's trying to force his way in here, but 2 cannons and that many Zealots. 3 cannons and that many Zealots. Finally finds a position where he can work on something. This gateway is something. Quickly is willing to lose that. That's not really an issue for him. It's better than losing this upgrade, which is going to finish now and now cannot be canceled. So Corsair shows up. Goes after the Overlord. It's going to take some of the Hydras. Yeah, I love this. Then you move out when speed finishes. And the +1 attack. And you distract as the Corsair kills the Overlord. These Hydras have to get pulled off from the rest of the army to try to save this guy. And they do save his butt, which is awesome. Evolution Chamber coming in. He's like, can I really not find a spot where I can hit that forge without getting killed by cannons? And apparently not. That is really, really well placed. Look at him try. He's trying to find it. Try. Corsair, pretty injured. Maybe doesn't want to go after any of these Overlords because the danger of a Hydralisk finding her, or finding him and taking him down would be a problem. Chakazol. Oh! Oh! He found 1 position. There's 1 spot. He's like, not even worth it. Not even worth it to have 1 Hydralisk in the perfect position to attack that forge. That's really funny. So macro hatches instead of Sunkens. Zealots on the counterattack down the right side. I'm pretty sure that was spotted by herO. He was like, you know what? We're going to go this way. And herO's like, oh, actually, no. You're not going to do that, are you? No, go home. So one way to beat a Protoss is by containing them. Contain them on 2 bases. You get up to 3 bases. You get up to 4 bases. You can win this thing pretty easily. Again, quickly, a bit of a younger player. A bit of an unknown quantity. Not somebody as good as, you know, Bisu or Snow or Rain's going to be. We'll see how he does. Again, trying to get across the map here against these Hydralisks. They don't have an attack upgrade. The Hydras don't. And you have a +1, but it's just the critical number, right? Critical number. This is where you wish you had a Sunken right now. And drone down. Lost mining time as the drones evacuate from the position. Only 1 drone died. Could have been worse. Zealots into the natural base here too. Zealots body blocking. Lings trying to assist at the same time, but okay. Once again, like a Sunken back here combined with these Hydras would have been enough to make these Zealots probably go home. And then running into this base. No, enough Hydras defending that. So just Hydra production nonstop here from herO is helping him stay alive. gets supply blocked? He lose an overlord. Yeah, there you go. He got 1 kill. All right, there it is. So Zealots being annoying, being pressury. It was Quickly's turn to be a pressurer. Somebody who pressures out there. Third base coming in, right side. Third gas there as well. So what do we got in the house? We've got a robotics facility. Could get some reavers, but probably just going to be for obs. The lurkers are a concern, and lurkers are on the way. So didn't go for lurker aspect quick. Just mass Hydralisk. Trying to stay there with it. Zealots on the left side. Zealots, ooh, right side expanding. And Overlord sees all of it. Says, hey, you're trying to get a shuttle with Zealots into my base? So I guess I could run some Hydras up there to shut that down. Or, you know, not do that at all. There's 4 Hydras here. That's not enough for 4 Zealots. And then these guys are distracting at the same time. Okay. I mean, look, you got to engage with the Hydras is the problem. And good positioning there as well. And then reinforcing dudes come in. Okay. So it's been really a lot of aggression with Zealots. I appreciate that out of Quickly, but man, it has not got enough done for how much he's invested in the whole thing. Now the shuttle's going to die. Oh, yeah. Yep, shuttle down. Zealot stuck. They're getting their pound of flesh. They're killing Hydras a little bit, but not nearly enough to pay for as many of them as are dying during this engagement. So look, 3 base to 3 base, though. Protoss feeling pretty good about that. Tossing up another forge for further upgrades. He's got the Dragoons out here, too. He knows the lurkers are part of what's going on here. And even if it's not, Dragoons with upgrades do pretty well against Hydras with upgrades, especially if there's a lot of Dragoons and Zealot supporting. Up the left side, 4th base, on the way from herO. Checking to see if there's a base up there. Can he expand up there? Maybe that's something he could keep an eye on. Drones rallying out to the front. Not ideal. Not ever ideal. You want to put those somewhere else, you know, where they can actually do some good. 61 drones is a lot at 12 minutes, though. And yeah, just the ability to have this many Hydras and 60 workers at 12 minutes as a Zerg player, this is what sets herO apart. Have you ever tried playing a ladder game and getting to this many Hydralisks, 119 supply? So it's basically 60 supply of Hydras and 60 supply of drones. That's insane. That is so much to ask for. But that's why herO is herO, and Quickly is Quickly, right? 3 bases, 61 probes himself. He's got an army value of about 70 here, too, doing some quick maths. Macro hatch, and the macro hatches help immensely with doing this. So this 4th base probably not happening. Again, expanding up to this position without any support at all is a really terrible idea. Free probe is free. Free pylon is also free. Metabolic boost coming in. A little bit late because, again, you want it against the Dragoons, and nobody's going to open Dragoons. But now there are Dragoons because there are lurkers on the field, and the Dragoons do really well against them, at least until Darkstorm shows up. So, Hive coming in, started at about 13:30. Good timing for that from herO. He's going to be working on the Plague, working on the Darkstorm, well, which is Consume. You don't actually have to work on Darkstorm, but Consume is Darkstorm when it comes down to it. Yes, yes. 1-1 upgrades for the Protoss. Yeah, what else is going on in the world here? Olympics are happening. Haven't really watched anything, but I did see the U.S. women's hockey team beat the Canadian hockey team, women's hockey team, like 5-0. Good grief. Come on, guys. Show some respect. You're Canada, for heaven's sakes. Like, hockey is your sport. We'll see how the men do. But yeah, the women really, really cleaned the clocks. I know I have a lot of Canadian viewers, so that's why I brought that up. So you guys can be angry at their performance and me even bringing it up at all. I know you care immensely about the U.S. Olympic women's hockey team. Psystorm is done. Now the Hydras will begin to die in earnest. Bam. Overlord sniped. Lurkers. Kablam, kablam, kablam. Everybody dying that way. Can't have cracklings yet. This is a lot of Dragoons. What did I say? Dragoons in numbers with upgrades. +2 armor here. Going to help against these non-adrenal lings. Going to help against the Hydras a lot, too. Adrenal's on the way, but it's not there yet. This engagement up at the top left. Maybe going to try to expand here and here. That'd be really amazing from herO if he could pull that off. I would be impressed beyond belief. But yeah, Protoss down the right side. So third base was late. Fourth base is kind of early to make up for it. Trying to delay an expansion at the top left, quite possible. Could be happening here. So Adrenal has like 40% done before the Defiler round even starts. That's a later Defiler round from herO. Could be interesting. Could be problematic for him in the long run. Because as soon as Dark Swarm shows up, the Dragoons kind of lose all utility. I mean, they can still attack buildings. You attack into a base, and they can work away on the Sunkens and the hatcheries, right? But they're not at all good against anything inside Dark Swarm by design. Overlord sees the base, just kind of sitting here. herO's not really threatening all that much. Another reason this could be a DEF CON 1 replay is somebody takes the middle, which is not something we see very much in any map that has a middle base, right? This one has a middle base. Heartbreak Ridge has a middle base. Taking the middle is really, really hard to do. So Crackling's great against Dragoons, but not when there are like 3 Cracklings against 20 Dragoons. Numbers matter here, folks. herO checking that 12 o'clock base, trying to charge in. Once again, Obs Dragoons beats everything. Psystorm in the backside. It's like, oh, let's bring... Oh my gosh, the storm blanketing here is too good. Oh, Lurkers just dying by an alarming rate here. Are we out of storm entirely? These Templar need to either... There's another one. Oh, gosh. Yeah, all right. That was some amazing storm, and there's still enough Cracklings and Lings here to be scary. Oh, getting pinned a little bit. Can't retreat up that ramp if there's Lings at the top of the ramp. Top left. Dragoons trying to see, is there a base? No. Okay, well, we can't deny anything there, I suppose. But yeah, Cracklings on your Dragoons. Obs getting sniped, and this attack does get cleaned out. So, hatchery dies. That's a big deal. Top left base not happening either. Yeah, Dragoons is trying to get as many kills as he can. 4 kills on that one. 5 kills on that one. That's beautiful stuff. Consumes on the way at 17 minutes. Feels late considering it was a 13:30 start to the Hive, but he delayed the Defiler round for reasons maybe they'll work out in the end, but I don't know. Once again, these Dragoons are getting way too much value. Great Storm. Ugh. Okay, Storm and Eggs is really good. Eggs have a lot of armor, but Storm ignores the armor. But Lurkers come out and burrow anyway, and now suddenly everybody's in big, big, big trouble. Everything that is Protoss anyway. Zerg's happy. Bottom right base coming in from quickly down there. Fan-freaking-tastic stuff. Tap the like button, by the way, if you're enjoying this, and consider joining the channel as a member of the channel. You can join as the Zergling level, which is just $1.99 a month. I just got to click that join button down below. Easy peasy. If you feel like supporting me here on YouTube, that's a good way to do it. And there's a lot of ways to support Falcon, but some people are like, I don't trust other platforms. I only trust YouTube. And in that case, yeah, channel membership here is a good way to do it. So, Spines, yes. Lurkers, I think at this point, Quickly's honestly confused why there isn't any Dark Swarm. He's working on Zealots, he's making DTs, he's getting into Reaver stuff because he knows that Dark Swarm should be here, but he hasn't seen one yet. And finally, some consumes do come up here from herO. But yeah, herO taking top left expansion. Everything's fine. Plagues on the way. Defiler escapes inside his own Dark Swarm. Good stuff, man. Okay, now this position suddenly became a lot harder to break because there's 2 orange clouds here. Yeah, gotta bring some Reavers to the party. I don't know. There is a probe here. I'm not sure if it's planning on building a Nexus here or not, but that'd be pretty rad if he did. Because we're splitting the map in half. Right now, this base, if it's taken by the Protoss, the map will be in half, and then center is the only way to get an economic advantage. Beyond that point, okay, Dark Archon energy coming in. Maybe a little bit of feedback attempt. Oh, good. Archon's inside the cloud, fighting as much as they can here. Plague on the other side of it. Psystorm on the other side of it. Both players interested in doing this. These Archons in there are madmen. Only 5 kills on that one. Another one died. The Plague is immensely good there as well. Falling back, kiting back, making Reavers to replace the lost units here. 13 Hydras and 2 Lings at a time. Still alive somehow. Plagued, but not out of it. Dude, another storm. Yeah, makes these Lings even squishier than the normal. Zerg player trying to take this top base so he can have an economic advantage. Its probe is still sitting here. Curious. And this is somebody who went for Dark Archon tech without any Mutalisks at all. So I don't know if he's planning on... Wait, where's that Archon sound? I heard it. I heard somebody... Oh, here it is. Yeah, Dark Archon. So this is Dark Archon knowing it's Hydra Ling. Like, you're not going to get the big stack of Mutalisks, Maelstromed and Stormed. Like, that's the whole reason we see it for the most part, is the Muta openings that are so popular in PvZ these days. Maelstrom Storm really shuts that down. But against Hydras, it's okay. Yeah, oh my gosh, attacking 12 o'clock, but guess who's counterattacking to this whole right side? That's right, herO is. Quickly, oh, that Hydra says, we'll send these guys up to deal with that, and these guys in to kill this entire base. There are 2 Reavers here, sir! I don't know if this is a viable strategy for you, and a High Templar with a Storm at least. Tosses it down, the Reavers, yeah, I don't know, plague it all. No, a Dark Swarm? And then, oh yeah, Reavering up this ramp too. So there's the plague. I missed it. All right, well, we see the results of the plague on the buildings. Always very good. And not using Reaver shots on this lurker. You don't have to do it. Not even required at all. He's going for it, though. He got the plague down. The cannons are easier to kill. This is so much Zerg running their way in through here. This is probably a thumbnail. Good grief, that's a lot of stuff. That's gonna lock up my game at least a little bit, huh? Just the print screen button, StarCraft. You're gonna be A-okay. No? Wow, I don't know why that took so long. Anyway, good stuff. That was great. And can he kill the entire base? Nexus on fire. Nexus not dead, but it looks like it might be. Reinforcing dudes from the backside. Trying to save the Nexus. Nope. Cracklings and Hydras on top of your Nexus. It is going to go down, and it does. Everybody who was involved in killing the Nexus is going to die, though, so it is avenged. At the very least, this Archon wildly trying to kill as many Lings as possible. And don't die to a lurker. Don't die to... Oh, it doesn't die to a lurker. 6 kills there. So, this base, rebuilding the Nexus. Excellent stuff that away. Yeah, trying to set up a base here for the 12 o'clock, but the Zerg's like, no, absolutely not allowed. You're not doing that. Way too much Zerg for that to be the thing. 71 drones is friggin' possible. How do you beat a Zerg player with 71 drones? Amazing storms, amazing Reaver connections, amazing Maelstroms, perhaps. Dark Archon comes in, could toss a Maelstrom down, could do a feedback as well. Has enough energy to do either one. And yeah, just Hydra Ling here with Defiler. He's not even casting spells here. Because he knows, right? The Archons are fine inside the Dark Swarm. Plaguing an Archon doesn't do anything either. But plaguing the Reavers would be good. Sniping the Reaver without plaguing it first is also pretty baller. That is some great stuff. 170 to 156 supply. herO is up against the Protoss opponent at 23 minutes. Not where quickly would like to be. But his bottom right base is back. Zerg player taking this base, which he needs to win, right? If nobody has this, then Protoss probably wins. Protoss takes it, Protoss definitely wins. And if Zerg takes it, then Zerg probably wins. Not even a definite guarantee. Center base is available. Someone could set it up. herO could try to go for it. I'd be impressed. Trying to come back down and wipe this base out again. I don't know. There's 2 Reavers, man. And the Psy Storm just eating the Lings. As they all run in here, look at the Zerg blood. This probe transfers. Very dangerous. Nice, huge plague there, too. Just at least cast a spell. Maelstrom a thing. Feedback a thing. This Dark Archon is going to die without doing anything. Quickly. Why did you build a Dark Archon if you're not going to do something with it? At least Maelstrom a handful of Hydras. It's not amazing, but it doesn't have to be amazing. It's good enough. Well, the good news is this base is alive for quickly, and this base is up for herO, which is good news for him, too. It just kind of puts it to the position where everybody's feeling okay about the game, right? Zerg player feels especially good about the game. Nice plague and evacuate by that Defiler, wiggling off down the way. Lings and Lurkers, top of the ramp. Reaver shooting up the ramp would be good. Oof. 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 And yeah, 2 Lurkers is not really enough. Scourging down the shuttle so the Reavers are sitting ducks is not ideal. Although sending 2 Hiders to handle this is also probably not enough. I'm just pointing that out. More Hiders coming into high ground. Deal with these Reavers if at all possible. Reavers could shoot up there if they wanted. DTs coming in would be awesome, except there's an Overlord there. Yeah, all right. So that Reaver's dead. Nice shot, but meh. He kind of gives up on that position, I think. So trying to send DTs into this mess. There's not actually any detection here from herO. He's got to dodge his own storm a little bit, then go clean up with DTs. Where is the detection? This is interesting. DT's on the back line, storming the front line. DT's undetected all of a sudden. What a decision to make DTs here. Yeah, look at this. Look at these guys go. And finally, an Overlord shows up, but it's too darn late. 5 kills on that DT. Both DTs go down, but I think they definitely paid for themselves there. Killing Lurkers, killing Hydras. 158 to 129 supply. Zerg player is up maybe a little bit more than we'd like to see. Yeah, scary stuff. Shield upgrade on the way for the Protoss. He's got a +2 shield on the docket. Lings, 2-3 upgrades. Hydras, 3-2 upgrades. Zealots, +3, +2, +3. Big time upgrades across the board here from quickly. And again, tenable position, 59 probes. I mean, being down 40 supply right now is not great. Man, poor Dark Archon just not doing anything before it died. You gave him the upgrade too. You gave him the energy upgrade and then didn't do anything with him. Just kind of, he died alone. Maybe he was just there to tank damage because he is a threat. Spellcasters are always threats. Nice plague, nice storm. Right, Defiler walks through an entire storm and does not die somehow. He writes a whole book about it. Nice plague. Oh, then wanders into Zealots and dies immediately. Okay, 2 Defilers died by getting a little bit too up close and personal with those Zealots. Not what you should do. Come on, Defilers. You're better than that. There's an Overlord up there. Multiple Overlords. He sniffed out the DTs. I think that's what that Overlord placement says. But, dude, herO. 77 drones. Okay, all right. Trying to see if there's any path forward here from quickly down the supply that he is, where the Zerg player has the economy that he does, and I just don't see it. Not feeling it, folks. I mean, I don't know. A lot of Zergs dying here. That was a lot of Zerg for not very much Protoss. It's suddenly an 8 supply lead from herO. It was 40 supply just a minute ago. This is interesting. Come on, quickly. Every underdog person is rooting for you as an underdog. Drone dies. Again, I think that drone, considering taking a center base there. More Zealots, more High Templar, more everything you could ever need to handle this Zerg army. Banks are about the same. 13-1, 14-4. Getting a nice little concave surround there. High Templar storming what they can, and storming both sides, and then plaguing, and then storming some more. And Reavers showing up, catching plagues and dying. Oh, Pylon tried to be placed there. No. Might have been even a Nexus tried to get placed there. Sometimes they do kind of off-center it on the top side there. 16 kill High Templar, though. He gonna die. I think he's gonna get chased down and killed, or maybe not. All right, you could add to his story. 141 to 176 in favor of the Zerg. This base looking good. This base looking good. And a lot of, still some mineral income coming in for the Zerg. They do undersaturate their bases a little bit. Although, I mean, the 76 drone count means we're not as undersaturating maybe as we normally do. Good storm. A lot of those drones were kind of stuck in there. 5 kills. Still got a High Templar in that shuttle, getting chased by a Scourge. Just unload and go for it, man. He's chasing. He's trying to storm these drones as they run. Get as much as he can out of it. And he does get a storm there. That's pretty good. 13 kills, 17 kills, storm. Whoa. Okay, not one storm, but 17 kill High Templar with storm. And then he gets like 5 more kills. He just, whoa. I think he just single-handedly took the worker count from 71 to 53. He's got another storm available on that High Templar too. Dude, if there's a way to come back in this game, that was it. Storming down like 20 workers from herO at 30 minutes was massive. It might have been enough to win this thing. The army is back from quickly. This guy has a storm, but I'm not sure he knows that he does. Want to keep an eye on that dude if we can. We're going to keep him here, I think. If he gets more than 1 kill, I'm going to be impressed by him without a doubt. So 57 to 60 workers. Zerg player is up. Charging into the top left right now. Big old... Is that a drop? Yeah, Hydroling drop. Bottom right. A lot of the army of herO is down there, though, and that means there's not enough to defend. And maybe these 2 bases going down. This one's mined out, so it's going to be up base for 2 bases, potentially? Dude, that's not a good trade from herO. I don't feel good about that. Oh, let's see if he does it, though. Let's see if he does it. He's getting up here. There's not a Nidus at this base. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dark Swarm, Psy Swarm. Psy Swarm, the Dark Storm. Even army supply, not where you want to be. Send some dudes up there and just get in that base. Just go. Yeah, go up there. You might be trapped up there. This base dying, which again doesn't matter. The probes have nowhere else to mine right now. Quickly's bank is depleting rapidly, but again, 2 bases. Oh, there are drones in that Overlord. Does he know there's drones in that Overlord? He has to know there are drones in that Overlord. Bam! 38 to 39 workers. Both players have taken serious hits to their economy and their overall worker count, but Hatch down is better than Nexus down. Nexus down, one of the bases was out. This base was not out. This base was not out. There's no income remaining for anybody except for this. herO, 12 o'clock, is mining. Dude, did herO play it that way? He's like, look, I can afford to lose 2 bases for 1 as long as that 12 o'clock lives. 154 to 150 supply quickly is up in overall supply right now. He's got probes. They're not doing anything at all. He has the money to build a Nexus here. Can he do it? Can he build a Nexus here? Can we kill this base is the question. It's a lot of lurkers at the top of that ramp. Probably not. Especially because all this dude stuff back down would come around the backside and try to kill you. He's moving, though. He knows the current situation is not tenable. He cannot let it continue like this. So he's coming down, storming everything he can. Archon's leading the charge, especially against these lurkers, not necessarily against the Hydras if you don't have to. There are so many cracklings, but I don't know if there's enough cracklings. 124 to 97 supply quickly is up. herO can replenish, but only with links. He doesn't have the money to do anything else right now. Quickly, if he's in a base race scenario, going after the tech might get it done. He is taking the center base. That's it. That's what's taking. That's what gave this a DEFCON 1, taking the center base. Oh, this is insane. This is getting an epic tag. I don't care who wins this thing at all. Taking the center and trying to take it is a massive play. Bringing the stuff down from the 12 o'clock to try to shut this thing down. But I don't think that's going to work out in the end. Look at all these Dragoons with 3-2-3 upgrades against the lurkers. No Dark Swarm there. This base is going to come up. The probes are transferring into the position. 108 to 53 supply, and GG herO! Taps out in 33 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, that was insane. Oh, yeah, epic tagged for sure. That is what we're talking about, man. That was a disgusting, disgusting display of PvZ. All he had to do, just stay alive. Stay alive, kill these bases, take center, force the Zerg player to do something. If he doesn't take the center base, then it doesn't matter, right? If he doesn't take the center base, then you can just hold this. Protoss can't break it, and then Protoss starves out, and then Zerg wins. But no, not what happens at all. Goodness gracious. Oh, thanks for signing up for Patreon Live Wraith. Patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Tier 3 Live Wraith. It means I'll cast one of your replays every month for free. stand alone on the channel. Anyway, great stuff, dude. 13 kill Archon, 11 kill Archon, 14 kill Archon, 10 kill Archon. Again, Archon's late game cannot be underestimated for how powerful they are, especially with the upgrades they've got. Wow. And yeah, center base available. If this was a map that didn't have a center base, I think herO just wins from this point. But there is a center base. There is one, and it is glorious. So, man. Awesome, awesome game. Quickly takes down herO. herO was up at 70 workers at some point. A lot of that was this. Actually, I need to know if that High Templar remembered that he had a storm available or not. So let's go back it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, anytime a Zerg player gets up to 65, 70 workers in a PvZ, you're just like, okay, well, that's a win for the Zerg player. But then the drones getting killed by the storms, the drones getting killed, loading up inside the Overlords and getting killed inside the Overlords. That was crazy, too. Okay, I just want to see if this guy ever got another kill, because he could. No, he gets sniped out. herO notices him before. Awesome. And yeah, pushes down, brings a probe, expands behind it, long distance mines a little bit, falls back, holds it, deals with the attack from the north, and that's a GG. That is just disgusting stuff. That is such a great game. Oh, what an upset, too. Love that. Love a good upset. All right, GG. 351,000 points for herO, 371,000 points for Quickly. Got outproduced 3-1. About a 3-1 outproduction there by the Zerg player, and an outspend by closer to 4-1. Maybe a 3-1 there too. Just very, very even where it needs to be in a game like this. Buildings raised 36-5 in favor of herO. He loses. The outspend by herO was about 13,000 resources in 33 minutes. Not going to get it done at the end of the day. So, GG. I mean, that was... Wow, that was a truly fantastic showing there from Quickly. Taking down somebody like herO is very impressive. We like this guy. We need to see more Quickly on the channel. I've got more replays from him from RJB, so we'll check those out, but amazing. All right, well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.